Why are there always reptiles or snake-like creatures in fantasy stories that take on human form? Perhaps the events that occurred at the beginning of human existence have been recorded in our genetic memory as humans. What is the significance of prominent roles in depictions of snakes, dragons, snake-like gods, and the depiction of gods with snake heads in myths and legends? And who are the reptilians claimed to be living as humans? If you're waiting for answers to all these questions, let's start the video. After the sighting of the first flying saucers, the term reptilians or reptoids or humanoid reptilians was introduced. By gathering the testimonies of those who claim to have their information stolen by aliens, the concept of reptilians began to take shape. The name Dracosaur has been mentioned in many events such as the Flat Earth, Hollow Earth, and the South Pole. Again, I confirm that the name Dracosaur has been mentioned in many important subjects such as the Flat Earth, Hollow Earth, and the South Pole. It is very strange that this time we came across the same name while researching about reptilians. If we examine the topic of reptilians in contemporary history, we see that Polish professor George Adamski was the first person to establish contact with extraterrestrial beings in modern times. George Adamski, along with Howard Menger, encountered Nordic alien beings in the first encounter, which were humanoid beings resembling beautiful, attractive, and kind humans with blue eyes. In the second encounter, they encountered gray-shaped beings that were 1.5 meters tall. Their bodies were relatively weak, but their heads were much larger compared to their bodies and had a terrifying appearance. Betty and Barney Hill were the first to establish contact with these gray beings. Barney Hill had drawn charcoal paintings of these gray beings and had created sculptures. Until the 1990s, many people around the world encountered these gray beings. Currently, when we use the term extraterrestrial beings, the image of these beings comes to our mind. The main topic of this video is reptilians, which are humanoid reptilian creatures. This is the first part of the reptilian video on this channel. Although reptilians are divided into 3 or 4 groups, most of the observed beings are those who walk on 2 legs. Their facial and body skin resembles the skin of a mole. Their eyes are yellow with vertical lines, similar to snake eyes, and they have the ability to hypnotize. They are intelligent beings and have exceptional linguistic knowledge. They can influence humans and establish telepathic communication.
I said publicly in 1991 that the Earth was a living entity that we could communicate with and could communicate with us. People just dubbed me crazy. And now we're seeing scientists who have studied this coming to the same conclusion.
Yes.
And one of the things the Illuminati have set out to do and are trying ever more to do in the period we're experiencing now is to bring the vibrational state of the Earth's field, the Earth's consciousness.
According to this belief, some of the wealthy, famous individuals and high-ranking officials of certain countries are reptilians. David Icke and his followers have supported this belief by sharing numerous videos. David Icke's theory combines Freemasonry, Illuminati, bloodlines, and reptilians belonging to ancient Egyptian times. According to this theory, the bloodline of the British royal family traces back to ancient pharaohs. The British royal family is equal to all the royal families of Europe, and these families, who are blood relatives, rule the world. However, regarding the British royal family, I suggest studying the research conducted on the assassination of Princess Diana. And of course, some US presidents and a large number of wealthy and famous individuals in America are related to them. Of course, if we go back to the reptilian bloodline, the Dracos are the least populous race among the reptilians. Dracos have a feline-colored skin and shiny red eyes. They consider themselves superior beings among the racial groups of reptilians. Among the reptilian racial groups, the Dracos consider themselves superior to the others. The winged Dracos have wings that reach 2 to 3 meters in length, resembling bat wings. The bodies of reptilians have a physical and energetic structure. Most importantly, these beings can shape-shift their bodies into any form they desire and appear in front of humans in any way they wish. Due to this characteristic, reptilians are often referred to as shapeshifters in many sources. If you search the term shapeshifter on Google, you will find the information it brings you. You have probably seen many videos of this nature before, but now you can analyze the subject more clearly. Reptilians observe the most important moments of human life from the minds of humans and find the most significant person in their minds and make themselves appear as that person. According to the testimonies of a woman who had established contact with reptilians, when she wakes up at night in her house, she sees her deceased husband standing in front of her. The woman thinks that her husband's spirit has come to visit her, but this image transforms into a green creature with eyes resembling snake eyes. After conducting research, the woman realizes that this creature was a reptilian. Reptilians can be invisible whenever they want, and they have the ability to pass through closed doors and thick walls. There are halo-like fields of electromagnetic energy around reptilians. They have 4-fingered hands, and their hands and feet resemble claws. The most prominent feature of these reptilians is that they can easily enter different dimensions and establish controlled communication, while as humans, we are severely limited in this regard. According to general information, these beings live in large caves deep within the earth. Do reptilians really exist? I am looking forward to your opinions and suggestions, dear ones.